Hey there, this is Nick with Cruise and Family. Today I'm going to be talking to you about drink packages. So are you thinking about getting a drink package on your cruise? Whether it's your first time sailing or your 10th or your 100th, knowing how to make the most of that drink deal can save you money and headaches. Today we're going to be breaking down 5 do's and don'ts for cruise drink packages to help you sip smart at sea. So let's get into it. My number 1 do is check what's actually included in your drink package. Most cruise lines offer tiers, from soda-only packages to deluxe alcohol packages, and you shouldn't assume that your pina colada or that fresh pressed juice is covered. Double check and ask, and make sure you do ask, because even though you're set and you've made that purchase, they're always looking to make more of a profit on you. So understand that not everything is available, even with an unlimited drinking package, which is crazy, right? Crazy. On the flip side, number 1 don't buy a drink package without doing the math. If you're not planning on drinking at least 5 or 6 cocktails a day, it might not be worth it. And watch for pre-cruise sales. Packages are often cheaper when booked in advance or on a special occasion like Black Friday. Specifically, like with Royal Caribbean, they had an amazing deal this last year. But be a consumer and continue to just watch for yourself. Watch those prices and see where they end up going to and from. All right, now my number 2 do is take advantage of your drink package at more than just a bar. Many packages include things like premium coffees, bottled water, smoothies, fresh juice, and even drinks at specialty dining venues. Don't leave the value on the table. And one of my big tricks, and one of the things that I do like to drink a lot of water. I will, with the drink that I'm ordering, whether it's a cocktail or energy drink, I'll always make sure to grab that bottle of water with it as well. Not necessarily drink right at that moment, but also back in the room. Just making sure that I'm taking advantage of the things that I've purchased. And on the flip side, my number 2 don't share your package. Okay, don't try to share it. Cruise lines monitor for this and may cancel your package with no refund. If you read the agreement, the statement that they say on that screen when you're making that purchase, they're letting you know that they do have the authority to take away the access to the package and not refund the package to you. So just go with what their policy is. I know that it is expensive. Even the inexpensive drink packages, like even if you get a Black Friday smoking deal, you're still overpaying for the items that are there. So I empathize with you. I understand, but please do not put yourself at risk of losing something that you purchased and are going to be upset about not having access to that, because they do have that. You're agreeing to not share it, and I don't want you to be in a bad situation. So do number 3 is drink responsibly. Just because you get unlimited drinks doesn't mean you should down them nonstop. Pace yourself and stay hydrated with plenty of water. And this isn't just for those cocktails. This is for those children out there, and I'm thinking of my children. Drinking 3 sodas in an hour for 5 hours straight, that is not going to do much for you. It's going to get you into a bad mood. It's going to make you your body feel a certain way. So make sure that you're pacing yourself and make sure that you're drinking plenty of water, because that water is going to be what helps your body adjust to the I mean, let's face it, all of those drinks that they're selling you, that you purchase, they're all rich. They all have a rich impact on our body. So make sure that you just pace yourself. My number 3 don't forget to cancel or adjust your drink package before embarkation. If you change your mind or just decide you don't want it, some lines actually have a restriction on how close to the cruise you can cancel. And once you're within that time, you purchased it. It's yours. You get to use it or not use it however you feel. So make sure that you do it probably at least a week before. If you're booking that close to a cruise and you're like, oh, I'll do my soda package, you might be stuck with a soda package if you decide later that you just didn't want it. So keep on track of that, and don't put yourself into a spot where you're like, man, I wish I could have canceled that. I wasn't going to be able to drink 7 Cokes in a day. All right, we're up to number 4. My number 4 is try new drinks and signature drinks. If they're saying it's going to be good, it's probably good. If they're advertising it, they're trying to give you something that you probably enjoy. Most people probably would enjoy. So do use your package as a chance to explore. Most bars on board have unique cocktails, and you won't find any other place. And try out the different ones at the different locations. If you go to the Schooner Bar and the Boleros, they have a different focus. So make that or take that opportunity, right? If you're at the Alchemy Bar and then you go over to the Smokehouse at Guy's Smokehouse place, they're gonna have a different focus. And try them all. Give them a chance. You don't, just because you try it doesn't mean you should not drink all of it, or drink all of it. But give it a chance. That's all I'm saying. And step outside your usual order and try something new. And my kids did this. They were like, I really love that Coca-Cola, but then they went ahead and put grape and the Blue Splash energy drink together, not energy drink, Powerade together, and they're like, "Ooh, that's a different taste." And you could do it with all of our different packages. Try something different. All right. On the don't side, don't number 4 is don't ignore the daily limits or drink max value. Don't assume all drinks are free with the package. Many cruise lines cap the drink value somewhere around $15 or $18, and if your order costs more, you're going to be charged for the difference. So ask about the drink price before you order, and make sure that you have that menu in front of you, so that you're not purchasing something that you've already kind of paid for. All right, number 5. My number 5 and this is kind of a sleeper, because usually by this point in the cruise, people are looking at different things. But my number 5 is use it on disembarkation day. Remember, your drink package is valid until you walk off the ship. So grab a final espresso or latte like I did on the Symphony just 2 weeks ago, or maybe a mimosa or a smoothie before disembarking. And you've already paid for it. That's part of that cost. So just make sure, like, if you're at that breakfast time and you're like, man, I want coffee, you can still get that latte, and it's still been paid for. It's not extra. It's not like you're sneaking in extra. You've already paid for it, so make sure that you do use it. And just don't go overboard. You don't need to drink 17 lattes in 20 minutes at the disembarkation breakfast, but have one. Number 5 is don't assume it works on a private island or in the ports you're going to. Your package doesn't necessarily work off the ship. It really is dependent on the cruise line and the port that you're in. Some cruise lines honor it on their private islands, like at Coco Cay, but not always. And in ports of call, they usually don't. Your drink package usually doesn't follow you onto excursions or into the cities or locations that you're at. So just be prepared that you're going to be away from the ship, and you're not going to have access to that purchased item. So that's not me saying don't go into ports. Okay, make sure that you still enjoy your ports. Go and do and be with those places that your cruise went to. But don't assume that your drink package is going to follow you into, like, St. Martin. That's not going to happen. And the best way to like educate yourself is just check out your cruise line's policy or private on those private destinations, because they're actually gonna tell you in their rules and regulations, probably specifically on your drink package, your soda package or your ultimate drink package, whatever the case may be. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I will say, if you clicked on this video hoping for me to tell you whether a drink package is worth it or not, I will say that answer really is only answered by you, the consumer. Drink packages have the value that they have, and you have to decide whether they are legitimately worth it or not based on yourself. Okay, and the reality is they can be, if you value it and you take the time to choose wisely. So follow some of these do's and don'ts, and hopefully they'll help your cruise experience be better in the future. And I want to say thank you, everybody that made it to this part of the video. You guys are awesome. If you heard something that I talked about that may have helped you or found interesting or anything like that, please consider giving me a thumbs up. It does help the channel. If you're new to us or you've been watching for a while and you continue to find value with what we're talking about, consider subscribing. But I really appreciate you watching along. And if you have a comment or question or anything else for that matter, please leave it in the comment section below. I will respond. I do respond to every comment. Sometimes it's just a thank you, but if you're looking for an answer or if you have a question, please also leave them down there. So you guys are awesome. You guys have a great day. I'll see you around, okay? Bye.